It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Polamalu Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down. Ryan Tannehill of the Titans, Joe Burrow of the Bengals.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly, take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Time to see the Bengals offense go to work, and leading them out, the #1 overall pick in the 2020 draft, Joe Burrow, now his second season out of LSU.
And what a rookie season he had indeed. A knee injury knocked him out in Week 11 at Washington. And while the Bengals only won 2 of his 10 starts, I think everyone around the league and anyone who watched the NFL came away impressed. 13 touchdowns, just 5 interceptions, nearly 270 yards a game passing, the third most by a rookie in NFL history.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Joe Burrow in year #2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, there was plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On second down, Mixon, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he'd thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is
Possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Tannehill on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Titans first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Henry again on 2nd down. Fights through, and now a crease. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. But no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, and he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Henry running right, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Fitzgerald. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Cincinnati Bengals coming back out here, Charles. Let's talk about Cincinnati. Of course, last year, the Joe Burrow injury was the headline, and that kind of took the train off the tracks. They finished 4-11-1. Now Burrow is back. What are the expectations here, year 2 with him under center?
Well, you mentioned Joe Burrow's rookie year. Despite the losing record, no one was more impressive as a first-year player than Joe Burrow. He was terrific. I think he'll get back and play even better this year, especially as he gains confidence after returning from injury. Adding in Jamar Chase as a wide receiver, a big-time move. Jackson Carman as an offensive lineman. But all in all, tough division. Chasing Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Baltimore. That's a heck of a battle.
Yeah, and of course, Bengals fans know all too well it's now been 3 decades without a postseason win. That's the longest active streak in the National Football League.
And Jamar Chase won the 2019 Biletnikoff Award as the nation's top receiver while at LSU. And the guy who threw him the passes there, Joe Burrow, now is quarterback at Cincinnati.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burrow?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow to Mixon on the check down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here come the reigning AFC South champions, the Tennessee Titans. First time they won that division since 2008. And, Charles, you called all of their preseason games. What did you see from this crew?
This preseason was all about defense for the Tennessee Titans, Brandon, because last year that was their Achilles heel despite the fact they won the AFC South. Last year on defense, they gave up 52% on 3rd down, the worst percentage of any playoff team in NFL history. So they wanted to improve that. In their first 2 preseason games, they held Atlanta to 2 of 12, and they held Tampa Bay to 2 of 14.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Uses the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Bud Dupree, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Bud Dupree was a first-round draft pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers and really blossoming his last few years there, teaming with T.J. Watt to create quite the duo. Dupree had 8 sacks in 2020 before hurting his knee in Week 12. 11.5 in 2019, and signed with Tennessee for 5 years and better than $82 million.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there and a pickup of 25.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Fights through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. On 2nd down now. Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Running from the gun with Henry. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Drew Sample was a 2nd-round pick in 2019, and the Bengals would sure love to see his role increase with Joe Burrow at quarterback.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. In on the stop, Bradley McDougal.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Big 13. Big 13.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 81 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's second down. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Tannehill on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And now it's second down.
Well, let's get back to taking a tour around our preseason predictions. Charles, I need your nod for most valuable player.
Well, how about Derrick Henry? Imagine if he gets back to 2,000 yards. It'd be the first time in NFL history that a runner goes back-to-back seasons with 2,000. And don't forget, he gets a 17th game this year. That could easily happen. How about Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, the leading quarterbacks? We always talk about quarterbacks. But Aaron Donald, he gets close, but never gets over the top. Defensive players don't get enough love. And here's my swing. Justin Herbert gets the Los Angeles Chargers to the playoffs and has a monster year as a second-year quarterback. Herbert or Donald? I'll go with Aaron Donald. Go with the defense.
Oh, okay. Last non-quarterback to win it, by the way, Adrian Peterson, 2012.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Tannehill now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Getting set to go again on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Tannehill. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, one of the unfortunate things about the preseason, there's always injuries. In particular, the running back spot was hit hard. Yet Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins, Travis Etienne all go down with serious injuries before week 1.
And Brandon, look at it this way. You're talking about 3 runners who are so important to their teams. Akers and Dobbins expected to break out in year 2, and Etienne was supposed to be a terrific rookie. But all of them have backstops. For Akers being out, Darrell Henderson is there. They traded with New England to get Sony Michel. With J.K. Dobbins going out, Gus Edwards goes to the lead running back position, and he's a thumper. And with Etienne out, James Robinson is already there. Ran for 1,000 yards as a rookie, even though he was undrafted. Took the league by storm, and Carlos Hyde joins the team as well.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll find Jones again, complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Tannehill throwing again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a terrific first half for the second-year quarterback. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Tough running, but not a ton to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Josh Reynolds signed with the Titans after 4 years in L.A. with the Rams, and he was overshadowed there by some of their big-name receivers, but came through with a career-high 52 catches last year. Expects to continue in that vein with the Titans.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of the 1st as he's tackled at the 47. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Bengals now as they get their 1st possession of this 2nd half. Going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Burrow on 3rd down. got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
On first down, Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. It's picked up by the Titans, and they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
That's our ball, baby.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Mixon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Now it's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
McPherson now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tennessee offense set to go again. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Titans on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Tannehill looking to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 33 yards that time.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And these guys, so they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. Pushes him over. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 26. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. McPherson's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to have the Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The return man, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. 2nd and 11. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.